1980 census. And all your answers are kept confidential by law.
Can we count on you?
You can count on me.
Can we count on you?
You can count on me.
And together we will see each other through. Answer the census, we're counting on you. Answer the census, we're counting on you.
The decennial census is coming to the Bay Area, but a lot has changed since the last one 10 years ago.
Bay Area rents already sky high, you know that.
Having the highest poverty rates in the United States of America for one reason: cost of living.
70% of people can't afford to buy a home.
But now we're learning prices just hit a whole new level.
Counting everyone is a big job in the first place, but the Bay Area housing crunch makes it even harder.
Well, the first group of people that are hard to count are the people that don't have an address, so they can't get the piece of mail that says to them, this is the time for the census.
Mire cuántos años tenemos ya. 3 años va. Yo soy salvadoreño, señorita.
¿Y cuántos años tienes?
Tengo 85 años, señorita. Vivía en unos apartamentos, sí, pero cuando daba vuelta amanecía en la pura tabla, la camita así angostita. Mire, aquí viven americanos. En una sola traila viven hasta 6 personas. Allá atrás está una señora que tiene 4 hijos, una nieta, y ella, son 6 los que viven en una traila. Tiene cama arriba y tiene camas abajo.
When rent gets higher, people are finding unconventional ways to live, like renting second garages, garage conversions, second house units, or buying an RV and parking in somebody's house and paying some rent there. And this is the norm. You can interview anybody who lives in a second unit, and it's the same story.
Many of these unconventional homes are missing from the census's master address file, which is used to send mail and counters called enumerators to your door.
If the master address file isn't accurate, and it doesn't include everyone who should be counted, then there are going to be many people who don't actually receive an invitation to participate in the census and then could potentially get missed.
Imagine you're walking down a sidewalk somewhere in the peninsula. Maybe it's South San Francisco or East Palo Alto or Menlo Park. You're looking for signs. A doorbell, a satellite dish, a child's drawing peeking through a window. Signs that a garage is not just a garage, or a shed is not just a shed. It's a home. Bay Area counties really did this.
So we had canvassers go across both counties. They actually took specific tracts that were identified as potentially having a high percentage of unconventional housing, and they walked around and they started identifying those units.
Let's take a look at this shed to see if anyone lives here. From the sidewalk, you can see that it has a sliding glass door, curtains in the windows, and a welcome mat. Clues like these tell a canvasser that they should add this address. Let's check our work to see if anyone's there. If you peer in the window, you'll see a bed. If you open the door, you'll see other signs of daily life. Santa Clara and San Mateo counties found 5,000 homes from the sidewalk. But canvassing can't account for all unconventional housing.
The other thing that, it concerns me is that people are sharing their apartments. I don't know if those people are going to get counted or not. There's 8 people who are living in 1-bedroom unit with 1 bathroom. People is living in the living rooms, cannot sleep because this single mom has a small baby. So it is, I cannot imagine how tough they have it. But this is the norm.
And so getting addresses is only half the battle when it comes to counting the Bay Area.
There are many people who are afraid to participate in the census.
The fear is that you know that you're going to get evicted if the landlord finds out how many families is there. The landlord finds, you have the 30 days to get out. And where do you go? To rent someplace else that is going to be more expensive, or to move out of the area?
You know, people don't realize that this information is not shared with any landlords. It is only used in aggregate form by the Census Bureau.
And look, don't worry, your name and answers will be kept absolutely secret. That's the law.
In 80 million mailboxes across the USA, the census is a-coming to help us plan the way to show us.
So why does counting everyone even matter? Two things. One, congressional representation. If California loses population compared to other states, it could lose a seat in the House.
Help your community get equal government representation.
Two, lots of federal money. Census data is used to allocate funds for roads, hospitals, schools, and daycare centers. Officials estimate that California loses $2,000 per year for each person not counted.
It is really important to get counted because our community will lose a lot of money if we don't get counted.
This was Isabella Jibilian reporting for the Peninsula Press.